cunning and confident. Even takes charge in a suit is Shere Khan himself. But before I continue on, we'll be just discussing the animated versions versus the live-action counterparts. Thank you. His humble beginning. The Jungle Cub series that gave us a small look into his cubhood was raised by his grandma. Not sure of his parents, but if I took a guess, they were possibly killed by hunters, so his hatred for humans only grew over time as he got older. His goal. Shere Khan was deemed the most terrifying figure in the jungle by the other animals. He was the only one who went out of his way to attack humans when others would not. It's possible that he was responsible for the death of Mowgli's parents, that he's determined to keep humans away from the jungle, especially with over time grew an obsession, wanted to destroy Mowgli himself, but of course failed twice. Personality. Usually calm, but can lose his temper pretty easily when he feels that someone is beneath him or when he's tricked. Even when I'm at work, trying to deal with customers or coworkers can be a challenge, so I feel for him. Heck, he's also quite proper, especially with some charm thanks to his past voice actor appearance. He's a large Bengal tiger that with his strength alone, and along with his claws, can be quite intimidating. Rewatching the 60s version, the animators did a marvelous job in all in pencil capturing his movements, especially when it comes to him stalking prey using his stripes for camouflage. He was designed and animated by Milk Cull of the 90 Men of Disney. My favorite part was always forever is when Shere is just shaking his head back and forth and you can see loose bits of the pencil work in there in his fur. It's just, it always gets to me. It always makes my heart so happy. The voice. In the first Jungle Book was voiced by George Sanders, then later on replaced by Tony Jay, who voiced him in Tailspin, Jungle Book 2, and in cameos in The House of Mouse. Of course, there was also a Disney legend with roles such as Frollo from The Hunchback of Notre Dame, to the owner of the asylum from Beauty and the Beast, and many others. Both were amazing British actors and singers, giving this proper cat everything to be at his best, for his roars were done by Jimmy McDonald, and singing by Billy Lee and Thurl Ravenscroft. Jungle to City. In Tailspin, he is known as Mr. Shere Khan of Khan Industries, the most powerful company in all Cape Suzette, provides everything from fuel to groceries, even his own private army, I kid you not. Surprisingly stays out of politics, usually. He does sometimes shady business under the table, but for others he does honest work and runs with an iron claws, losing count how much furniture he digs into when he's angry of losing his money. As for his appearance, he wears a dark blue suit with a white collared shirt and a small rose in his lapel, a magenta tie with a yellow pin, and no shoes, which in the show a lot of characters even don't wear shoes at all. He does wear occasionally a robe when he's working late in his office that I believe there is a private lounge up there somewhere for him. I did notice in one episode, and occasionally he does get along with Baloo and his friends, and can be a gentleman in most cases, like to Rebecca Cunningham in another episode getting her a glass of water. I would be tired too if I had to walk across his gigantic office that housed a huge variety of tropical plants. The jungle doesn't stray too far from him. In conclusion, Shere Khan as a Disney villain is one that wasn't killed off, so he gets to live to see another day. Maybe possibly we'll finally get a reboot of Tailspin. That would be really cool, and hopefully we have someone who is similar to Tony. Basically has a similar spark. For me, Shere Khan was brilliant. He was always, ready to work, and you know what? He was just a really, really cool cat. This is the Disney historian saying, have a magical day.